So it's 4 in the morning here in Southwest Florida. Behind me now, the guys from ICE and the local sheriff's department here in Hendry County are getting ready for this raid.
All right, good morning everybody. Today we're going after a Guatemalan national. His name is Alicio Tutchuk. He's wanted in El Salvador for drug trafficking. The guy has been expelled twice from the United States under Title 42. He's safe out there. We already have a vehicle on site. He's going to call out the radio, or call on the radio whenever he sees anything.
Well, thank you for allowing us with you. It's, 4 in the morning now in Southwest Florida. Just tell us where we're going.
Our plan is we have some intel on him. We've done some investigation on him. Our plan is to try to locate him, bring him into custody, remove him from our country, and send him back to his authorities.
Okay, so he's a massive time coke smuggler, could be armed. I mean, Alvin, do you get scared when you go on these types of jobs?
We don't get scared, we get alarmed. We prepare for the worst case scenario, and in doing that, just preparing for the worst scenario, treating everything as if it's a credible threat. You know, we just hope that we go home after if we do all the things right. We just hope that we go back home to our family and loved ones.
Yeah. Who's at home waiting for you? You got a wife and kids?
Yes, wife and kids, mom, siblings, father. I'm a human being just like everyone else, as well as my people. My people are sons and daughters, moms and fathers, husbands and wives. So at the end of the day, we just want to, protect the American people and go home to our family and loved ones.
Do you feel like President Trump has your back? You feel supported by the administration and the White House?
Definitely. He understands our job. He understands our mission. He understands the need for our job. When he ran on, partnering and supporting the men and women of ICE. So he definitely supports us. He definitely knows that we're out here doing a job. Sometimes it's a thankless job. We're targeting and we're going after the worst of the worst. We've encountered everything you think of. We just did Operation Criminal Return, where we just went after 300 or so sex offenders. We're going after people with egregious crimes, violent crimes, assaults, sexual batteries. We're going after traffickers. We're going after human traffickers and drug traffickers. We're going after everyone, and we're encountering them. We're arresting them and we're removing them. So anyone that you can think of that poses a threat to public safety and national security, that's who we're going after. Wow. Thankfully, we're supported here in Florida by our state, local, and federal partners. Our governor, Ron DeSantis, is a big advocate of immigration enforcement. He spearheads Trump's initiatives. A lot of what we do, it starts here in Florida. I empathize with, my peers in ICE throughout the country who aren't supported in certain sanctuary cities or states.
Minivan or the little SUV, that's the only cars that move the air raid.
So it's his house directly in front of us.
So that's his house across the road?
Correct.
And you're waiting for him to come out. Are you going to hit him when he gets in his car? Or?
Yeah, we're waiting for it to come out.
So with the 984 Citrus, I got 5 vehicles. They're outside that mobile home.
So there's units down the road, Alvin?
Yes, sir.
Jogging quick. That vehicle you're following is not it. It's turning left at that stoplight you were at. We're behind it right now.
10-4.
So we've just pulled over the car on the roadside. He just left his house down there, maybe a mile or two down the road.
Hello, I'm Bev Turner. Now, it can feel like the money in our bank accounts at the moment does not keep up with the cost of living, and maybe there's a solution. I'm here today with the CEO of TallyMoney, Cameron Parry. Cameron, what is TallyMoney?
Well, Bev, with TallyMoney, you get a current account and a debit card, but instead of pounds, you use milligrams of gold as your everyday money.
So why gold?
Gold traditionally is a great store of value. It has, on average, gone up at over 11% per annum for the last 25 years against the pound. It's tripled in value in the last decade. And in the last 2 years alone, it's increased by 50% against the pound. Banks' savings products just can't compete with that level of growth.
But this isn't just about gold. This is about a currency that you guys have created at TallyMoney. Explain it to me as though I'm an idiot.
So, look, people need to be able to hold their earnings and build their savings in a money that retains its value and remains in their legal control and remains theirs to access, away from government control.
Great. You had me at not exposed to government control.
You should feel safe and happy with your money. You should have peace of mind the more money you see in your bank balance, and that's the type of thing we're trying to deliver, and give people choice in the type of money they get to use every day.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Cameron. Thank you.
ICE agents surrounding the car with their vehicles. They're asking him to roll down the window and present his details.
Complicated, or we can get this done easy and quick. And right now you're making it complicated.
Is this what needs to happen in the UK with illegal migrants? In the UK, we put them in hotels, we give them bus passes, we give them spending money to go into town. They get access to NHS dentistry. In some cases, they get gym classes, they get taken to football matches. But here in the United States, day in, day out, operation after operation, people who aren't meant to be in this country. By the way, more than 70% of ICE arrests are people who have convictions or charges against them for criminality, some of the most serious crimes. These guys are Americans, they're going to be released. The concern is the other guys who are confirmed illegals. The main guy, though, that they're after, the Guatemalan guy, doesn't appear to be here right now, but there are other teams down the road still active on his case. This very operation this morning just proves the danger that ICE agents put themselves in. It's foggy here on the side of the road. Very, very dangerous indeed. It takes one vehicle to crash into the back of these cars here for something very tragic to happen. We don't know about these guys in the cars. Are they armed? There's been many incidents across the United States of shots being exchanged towards ICE agents, ICE cars and vehicles being boxed in. So these guys are putting their health, their safety, their lives on the line each and every day to tackle this illegal migration problem.
Correct. We still have eyes on another vehicle, possible with the target. The target is possibly in there, so we're headed to that location.
Yeah, Kevin, it's the one that white SUV, the white Explorer is the one immediately.
So, although the target wasn't in that car, you've got 3 potential illegals rounded up.
Correct.
They'll be sent to a detention centre now.
They'll be taken back to our office for processing. So we'll run some additional checks, run the fingerprints, take their photos, get more information, make sure that they're okay to come into our custody based on their medical concerns. And if they're good to go, they'll go into detention. Possible removal.
So just a few miles down the road from that first stop, we now have what potentially could be the target vehicle and the man we want, the international cocaine smuggler.
This is the second stop on the attempt to find Tango. Unfortunately, Tango is not here. We found several of his family members, same last name, same citizenship, country of birth, but ultimately we weren't able to find Tango today. But we'll continue our pursuit of Tango, our target today, who is, again, a drug trafficker to be wanted in El Salvador. Still apprehended 6 illegal immigrants in the United States, so we'll take them back to our facility. We'll run their status. We'll check for criminality, see if they have any crimes here in the U.S. And if they are, we'll process them for removal from the United States.
So that guy there shouting out his van saying, "Leave the man alone, leave the man alone."
Yeah.
But they don't understand who you're after. You could have had Tango here. You could have had the cocaine guy.
Again, that's their ignorance. A lot of times they don't want to know. They just pick a side, and without any type of information, that's just the side they choose to be on.
Yeah. Is there a high risk now that Tango will know you're after him?
It doesn't make it higher for him to abscond. He may move, but eventually he'll come across our radar and we'll apprehend him.
So we just saw with Alvin there a very small reason as to why these guys here, the ICE agents, choose to wear balaclavas to protect their identity, because they get abused, they're at risk of violence and attack in other parts of the country. So you wouldn't blame them. We're going to head now to a third address and see if he's there.
The target is still at large. We're using one of our local partners, 287G partners, to go ahead and try to make contact at the home. They're more inclined to answer to them and not us. So that's when these partners are important, and having the support of our local and state and federal partners to, again, try to make contact and try to make an arrest on that target.
And this is that important piece of legislation. Oh, here we go. So the third and the final hit of the day, another arrest, and we have the cooperation of the local sheriff here, the Hendry County Sheriff, all thanks to the 287G legislation, which allows multi-agency cooperation to ensure that illegal migrants are rounded up, detained and deported. So 3 hours after starting this operation, we're now into the third site. It's the target's home. He's not there. However, they're just making their 7th arrest, it appears, of an alleged illegal migrant. So Alvin, we've been basically doxed on the roadside. This is what you guys face every day. Cars driving past, people filming on the roadside.
Correct. Every day, you know, we have civilians doing counterintelligence on us, letting the public and the illegals know where we are and to not come out their homes.
And Alvin, there's a picture of me and my cameraman Ben here, so we've been ID'd, we've been doxed.
Correct.
There's my backside.
Yeah, filming their horrors, you know.
And it's captioned, filming their horrors.
Correct, yeah.
That's what you deal with every day.
Every day. We try to do our jobs, try to, you know, make the public safe, and this is what we deal with.
And that's why they wear masks.
That's the primary reason we wear masks. We're identified every day, and then people are supposed to go after our families, our homes, the officers. So we don't do it by choice, we do it by necessity.
And here we go, the 8th arrest of the morning, a pretty productive, lucrative morning. This gentleman being wheeled out to be processed, detained and potentially kicked out of the United States. All right, so 5 hours in, we're here now at the detention centre. This is the cell where some of the illegal aliens from this morning's jobs are now being held. They've just been given a spot of lunch. They've got chains on their ankles, and yeah, they'll be processed and probably deported if indeed they are illegal aliens. Just to give you an idea of the cell, let's take a look this way. This is an open one. Concrete benches on either side. In fact, it can probably hold dozens of people, lots of space in here. And then of course some toilets and sinks as well. So this is where they're held before they're deported. We didn't get the cocaine smuggler we were after, you're still working on that, but you've got 8 migrants, aliens arrested.
Correct.
Successful morning?
Successful morning, and the day continues. On an average day, we're averaging 20 to 30 arrests per day, as many as a week can, you know, properly processed in a safe order. So, yeah, the job doesn't stop at this state.
You think it sounds like we need something like this in the UK?
Definitely. I think you can.